Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson I'm about to bring out. And this is a news article from MSN.com, published by Joshua Wellborn 6 hours ago from Radar Online, and it reads: Russian state TV chief says Vladimir Putin is planning to threaten strikes against NATO over Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin is reportedly planning to make threats against NATO member nations regarding their support for Ukraine. The Radar Online has learned. Magara Semyan, editor-in-chief of Russia Today, made a prediction. Semyan claimed that Russia has the right to declare NATO countries as a legitimate targets. She also stated that she does not see another option to resolve the Ukraine spec. One morning, we wake up to find out that last night, Vladimir Putin has declared an ultimatum, saying that if the F-16 jets taking off from the airfields of such countries continue striking Russian territory, if such weapons shifted from the ports of such countries continue to be supplied, then we will consider the airfields and those port legitimate war targets, Semyan said. Semyan's comment was posted and translated Twitter by Anton Grishchenko, a advisor to Ukraine's Minister of Internal Affairs, who labeled Semyan as a Russian propagandist. Semyan is convinced of Grishchenko tweeted she thinks Putin will issue an ultimatum to countries to support Ukraine. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Even though Vladimir Putin might not made those statements, but that's still signs of wars and rumors of wars. While you have the continual increasing escalations with the Russia-Ukraine situation, and then with the recent announcement of Russia is going to deploy the nuclear weapons over there to Belarus starting July the 7th through 8th as well too. Then you have current tensions of Belarus and Russia, which is their allies for one another, and versus NATO and the armies of NATO and its armies, and the allies with the Western countries and the United States and Ukraine as well too. You have increasing escalations of that as well too. So this is a prime example of wars and rumors of wars. So it makes a lot of sense. Even if it is propaganda, but it's still part of wars and rumors of wars, Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right. One nation rising up against another nation. And we seeing that with the Russia-Ukraine situation. Even though this is just a rumor, and this might not be true, but this is still part of Matthew 24 verse 6 of ye should hear of wars and rumors of wars. This is a rumor of war right here. As it reads again, the Russian state TV chief says Vladimir Putin is planning to threaten strike against NATO over Ukraine. And then you have the United States, as of recently, proposed another 2.9 billion in military aid assistance to Ukraine. So that's another potential threat that Russia gonna send towards the United States as well too, because you already having escalations are stirring up between the United States and Russia as well too. Keep that in mind as well too. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.